How to deal with envy at the workplace. Since you need to maintain a professional manner and interact with your coworkers, dealing with envy at work may be particularly difficult. Remember that having feelings of envy is quite natural and that almost everyone does so occasionally. You are not a horrible person or coworker because of that. Being human comes with emotions by nature. Envy is one feeling that you can more skillfully control by being aware of it. Pay attention to when you begin to feel envious and make an effort to pinpoint the particular occasions or circumstances that cause these sentiments. Use your envious energy to advance yourself and your own development rather than focusing on it. Make attainable objectives for yourself and try to achieve them. You'll become more confident and committed to your own journey as a result. A healthy workplace culture and more personal development can be facilitated through self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and proactive action against envy. Self-awareness entails being conscious of the circumstances, occurrences, or behaviors that make you feel envious. It might be a coworker's promotion, honor, pay increase, or any other type of achievement or success that you want. Watch your emotional reactions when you come across reasons for jealousy. Recognize the physiological and psychological signs of envy, such as a raised heart rate, stress, or pessimistic thoughts. Envy is frequently a complicated emotion that can be associated with other sentiments like insecurity, self-doubt, or fear of failure. You may go further and comprehend the underlying feelings behind your envy when you are self-aware. You may better manage your feelings and behaviors at work by being more self-aware of jealousy. An enhanced work atmosphere, better communication, and healthier relationships with coworkers can all result from this heightened self-awareness. Feelings of inadequacy or a sense of not measuring up to others can be associated with envy. Consider your own self-worth and acknowledge your individual talents and attributes. Increasing one's self-assurance can help combat envy. Recognize your strengths and successes, and keep in mind the value you add to your company. Develop an attitude of thankfulness for your current circumstances. To combat thoughts of envy, often remind yourself of the positive parts of your life and profession. You may lessen the effects of envy in the workplace and create a more encouraging and pleasant atmosphere for yourself and your coworkers by addressing the underlying reasons and focusing on personal development and self-acceptance. Despite having proof of their skill and achievement, people with imposter syndrome persistently worry about being discovered as phonies and mistrust their successes. When one compares oneself to others, self-doubt can lead to feelings of jealousy. Recognize the existence of imposter syndrome and the fact that many people, including successful and talented ones, suffer from it. You may spot this phenomenon in your own thoughts and feelings by having an understanding of it. When you have doubts about your abilities, refute them by providing examples of your successes and expertise. Remind yourself of the diligence, talents, and wisdom that have gone into your accomplishment. It might be helpful to discuss your imposter sentiments with dependable friends, coworkers, or a mentor. Often, talking about these emotions with others may give comfort and a fresh perspective. You may progressively lessen the effects of imposter syndrome and jealousy in the workplace by questioning negative beliefs, embracing personal growth, and celebrating your accomplishments. As you negotiate your professional route, keep in mind that everyone has their own journey and that it's acceptable to ask for help and approval. Understand that obstacles are a normal part of any journey, including your career development. Nobody is exempt from making errors or encountering difficulties. What counts is how you handle these setbacks. When you have setbacks, consider what you can take out of the experience. Seek out insightful and instructive information that will enable you to steer clear of such errors in the future. When you make mistakes, be patient with yourself. Stay away from harsh and critical self-talk. Give yourself the same consideration and sympathy that you would extend to a friend going through a similar scenario. Everybody has setbacks and challenges as they advance in their careers. You may increase your resilience, learn new skills, and tackle problems with a positive and proactive perspective by reframing these situations as chances for growth. When comparing oneself to others, unrealistic expectations can cause feelings of jealousy, resentment, and disappointment. Spend some time figuring out your advantages and potential weaknesses. Regarding what you can actually do in light of your present knowledge and expertise, be honest with yourself. Break your long-term ambitions into more manageable, shorter ones. Your goals may become more achievable and reachable with this step-by-step method. It's acceptable to admire and take inspiration from successful coworkers, but refrain from making direct comparisons. Comparing your path to that of another person might cause envy and disappointment because everyone's journey is different. The pursuit of perfection might be fruitless and induce feelings of inadequacy. Aim for excellence, but recognize that it is unnecessary and impossible to achieve perfection. You may develop a better mentality and lessen your risk of feeling envious of other people's successes by having reasonable expectations. Pay attention to your personal development, acknowledge your successes, and keep pursuing your objectives at a pace that is comfortable for you. Personal and professional development is a process, not a finish line. Be aware that accomplishing your objectives may take time and steadfast work. It's absolutely common for your progress to diverge from that of your coworkers. Comparing your job path to others might cause unneeded stress and jealousy because everyone's work path is different. Remind yourself of your own aims and goals. Keep your attention on your road to success rather than letting other people's accomplishments divert it. Additionally, it encourages a proactive, upbeat attitude that can result in higher job satisfaction, less rivalry, and a generally more favorable working environment. Focus on yourself instead of continuously comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own advancement, development, and growth. Keep a record of your successes and advancements. Celebrate your coworkers' accomplishments sincere rather than feeling jealous of them. Offer your congratulations and support, and be glad for them. Feelings of jealousy might worsen if one places an excessive amount of reliance on outside reinforcement, such as promotions or public acclaim. By concentrating on your enthusiasm for your career and personal development, you will find intrinsic motivation. You may cultivate a better and more upbeat attitude toward your profession by being focused on your own path and personal development. Greater pleasure and contentment at work come from avoiding pointless comparison and practicing appreciation for your own accomplishments. Consider what is most important to you in your life and profession. Think about your long-term goals, hobbies, and passions. Use these findings to inform how you define success. It's important to connect your definition of success with what is personally relevant to you, since society and the workplace may have preconceived assumptions about what success is. Success is arbitrary and may take many different shapes. Setting your own standards for success gives you the power to have a genuine and meaningful work life. You can stay focused on your individual path and avoid getting sucked into envy or comparison by defining success based on your beliefs and ambitions. Accept the development and advancement you experience along the way, and keep in mind that success is a subjective, dynamic term that you have the ability to mold to fit your goals and dreams. It is crucial to remain confident in yourself and your chosen course of action, despite obstacles or competing with other people's achievements. Develop self-confidence and self-belief in your own abilities. Have faith in your ability to accomplish your goals and get past the challenges in your path. Keep in mind that while individuals frequently promote their accomplishments, you might not be able to perceive the difficulties and problems they confront. Avoid drawing unfair comparisons based on unreliable information. Avoid talking negatively about other people's accomplishments or indulging in gossip. Avoid spending time with people who constantly make you feel insecure. To visualize achieving your objectives and excelling in your pursuits, use visualization methods. Visualization may boost your self-assurance and keep you dedicated to your goal. Keep in mind that success is not a zero-sum game. The success of others does not reduce your chances of success. In the workplace, one person's achievement does not equate to another's failure. Everyone has the opportunity to prosper. You may develop a constructive and empowered mentality if you remain dedicated to your path and believe in your capacity. Keep in mind that everyone has a different road to success, so it's important to concentrate on your own development and advancement rather than letting jealousy overtake you. Accept the possibilities and difficulties that come your way, and keep pushing forward with assurance and tenacity. A more rewarding and gratifying job will result from your dedication to what you're doing.